What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy. I'm back. So we are doing the mid low or mid drop or mid fade. I like dropping my mid fades low at the back, underneath the occipital bone, so that way it gives it kind of like a drop fade look. I do it because I like keeping shapes in my haircuts. I've said that in previous videos. I feel like myself doing the shape and shaping it up based on the client's hair and head, or not hair, head, his head shape. It makes the haircut look even more better. You guys don't have to do that, but this is personal preference for myself. So make sure that you have the bald line straight, and make sure you get every single hair. On this next step, we're going to be taking down the hair with a number 5 guard. As you guys can see, I am using the Stylecraft. I think the Stylecraft Pro. I'm not too sure, but they're Stylecraft's clippers. They're just the same as seniors or Magic Clips. I feel like they're a little bit better. If you guys don't have any, you guys can just try to pick it up. Just go to Stylecraft. The link would be on the bottom right here. But I'm doing a 5 against the grain. Make sure that you guys always comb through the hair, comb it back down, and then cut, comb back down, then cut, comb back down, and cut. So that way it just gets all the hair that you cut off of the head, and also it just makes sure that the hair is laid down straight. So that way it makes a better cut. Sorry, I'm stuttering, you guys. But I do eventually close it up halfway or maybe all the way. All the way closed just means that it just gets it. Basically all the hair that can possibly get with that guard. So number 5, y'all. Making a guideline open with my Stylecraft Pro clippers. These cut like butter, as you guys can see. They kind of feel like seniors and Magic Clips, but I feel like they're a little bit better. They use wall guards and everything. And they also come with some magnetic guards. So if you guys could take a look at their Instagram page, I did put it previously about like 25 seconds ago, maybe 30 seconds ago, on the bottom right corner. Yeah, just take a look at them, and I do appreciate them sending me stuff. I like getting their clippers and try them out and everything. So yeah, take a look if you guys can. But back to the haircut, we just make sure that the guideline is straight, and so that way your blend can be straight as well. So we're gonna be getting into closing out the lever in a bit right here. So what I like doing is I close it at first just to see what the guideline, what the clipper is gonna do to that guideline. Then I open it up some more, and then I play with the levers a lot. I do close halfway and then open, close halfway and open. So not to go past that previous open lever. Don't go past that line. Anything above an open lever. So just close it up a little bit. Use the corners of your blade. That is very important when you're doing a fade or taper, because you want to be more precise. Think of it as like a pencil. You have one little area to draw, just like as a clipper. You just have that little area of your clipper. I'm not using the full blade. I'm not using the corners of it. Actually, I am right here. It just doesn't look like that because I'm going so fast. But make sure you do use the corners, you guys. So on this next step, we're going to be using a number 1 guard, and we're going to make the guideline half an inch about an inch, half an inch, actually about an inch. Yeah, about an inch, you guys. Make sure that the guideline is straight. Make sure when you get to that top part of the end of the guideline, you want to flick out. You don't want to make a hard line because it's going to be really hard to take out, because I'm eventually going to go in with my clipper over comb technique and take that sucker right out. So make sure that when you get to the top of your guideline point, you just flick right out, you guys. Just flick out. That's important. Okay, guys. So when it comes to the clipper over comb technique, you want to make sure that the comb is straight up at an angle, and you just boom. You see the hairs that are sticking up? That's the ones you want to cut. So what I like to do is I do that, and I look at the front of the head and to see how the shape is, and I just go from there. I'm basically kind of like using this as like a guard. I mean, this is basically what guards do. They cut the hair based off measurements and everything. So this is right here, I'm just freestyling. So I'm going straight up with it, and I'm just clipping all the hair that I see that's poking out of the comb. At first it is a little bit tricky to do clipper over comb, but once you get the hang of it, it is the best thing you could possibly do. It speeds up your haircuts, and it just makes everything so much better. Okay, guys, so now that we're done with that, we are going to be going out and taking that guideline that we made with the number 1. We're going to be using the 0 guard. So we have the lever all the way open using the corner of the blade, and then we're just going to be brushing it down every time you want to brush. You want to brush like every 3 to 4 to 5 swipes. I don't do that sometimes, but I try to. So use your number 1 guard, number 0 guard, sorry, number zero, number 0, and you just use the corners, open, then close it, and then halfway you want to just play with it a lot, play with it, and to see what lever takes out which dark spot. That's how I see it, because not every lever is going to take out something. It's not going to take out the spot that it's supposed to, so you got to improvise, you guys. So just open it up, then close it halfway. Just play with it a lot, and if you see any little dark spots, hit it with the corner of the blade, and just flick out, you guys. Just make sure you use a lot of flick out methods. So we are going to the lineup part. I comb the hair down, and I'm using a 1.5, and I'm just taking off the hair that is hanging over. This is very important. Try to be careful when it comes to this. I'm just flicking up. I'm not going in. I'm flicking up. Make sure you just go straight up, so that way you don't initially make any light spots possible. I'm just flicking out, you guys. Just flicking up, so that way the hair is shorter and it's easier for me to line up. So to this lineup part, we're going to be starting from the middle and then making my way from side to side. I like doing it like that because that way you get that base of where you want your hairline to be. So you just start off that middle and then make sure that the sides match. You guys don't have to do that. Everybody has their own preference of how they want to do their lineups. I do it that way because I've been doing that since I started cutting hair. It is easier. I've tried a lot of different methods of lining up, and this was the best for me. I mean, I'm not saying it's the best for you guys, but just try this out, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, but it doesn't hurt to try. So you can try this out. I am using my my baby's gold FX liners. I don't know if they're called FXs. Pretty sure they are. If not, I'm wrong. These are my hitters. I love these ones a lot. These are probably one of my favorite trimmers to use. I do have cordless T outliners, but unfortunately they're corded and they get in the way, so I use these instead. I am going to be using some enhancements in my client's hair. I don't really need to, but I just did it for the video so it makes everything pop out. So you want to make sure that your hairline is straight as possible, so that way when you do add the enhancements, it's just going to be so much easier for you. You don't want to keep making a new line and try to make sure everything's all straight with the paint and everything. Then just, yes, it's a hassle to do and it happens to everybody, but just try not to do that. I'm using Kiss Express. I think that's what the paint is called. I'm using my airbrush machine to add the enhancements, and it just makes everything better, and it just makes everything more pop. Some people don't like it, which I understand. You know, it's not for everybody, but I like doing it for my videos to make sure that the hairline pops out so much more. So yeah, just make sure that it is straight and everything is straight, and we should be straight. So this video is about over. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking with me with this journey of my YouTube. I recently hit 10K, so that kind of gave me motivation to keep uploading more because I'm already there. I just got to keep going, guys. I'd be lazy. I know. It's a sickness to be lazy. It's horrible. But thank you guys so much for sticking with me. And whoever's watching this, you guys are real. All right, so just bear with me with the videos. I try to come out as soon as I can. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys had a good holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. If you guys are still here, just let me know how everything went. I'm excited to know you guys. So my Instagram will be at the end of the video. Please don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. This is Arlen. I'm out. Take it easy, you guys. Appreciate you guys so much.